What to do? What to do, me? Hello, me. How you doing, good sir? How you doing, me? I'm doing very well, me. Oh shit, what to do, what to do? There's people actually coming in now. Collecting. I'm just talking to myself as I wait for peoples. Why not? Hold up. Let me get rid of some of this flair. Got Kenshi and made 50k in my first hour. Dope, bro. Call rave. Hell yeah. Call rave. By mining and selling copper. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, like when I get that game eventually, I don't know how I'd start. I think I will try to like win. Like I feel like I'm gonna do a crusade against the holy, the faction that's like basically the like Catholic society of like the time or some shit. Like they have their fucking books and shit. I know I would be raging like total war against them. I know that much. I know that for sure. Like invade their like beautiful valleys and shit. That's exactly what I would do. Just be like, fuck your valleys, they're mine now. I take them as mine. Like eventually just start raiding their settlements. Then just hit the big city, conquer. I don't know if you can actually straight up conquer cities, but fuck, if we can, I'm doing it. I would. I did the legendary sword, start you with a good weapon and 20k bounty with the Holy Empire. Fuck yeah. Alright, well hey, in a way you can even start that way. Nice. What are your thoughts on the intellectual dark web? Well, I know of the dark web, don't go there. So don't got much of opinion. But with the intellectual dark web, yeah, kind of the same thing. I've like heard of it, but don't know too much about it, really. I saw the little clip of Joe Rogan and Peter Jordanson, as I like to call him sometimes. They just seem to parrot the run-of-the-mill skepto talking points. Yeah, yeah. I feel like heard of him, but I don't know who's like an actual like intellectual dark webber or whatever the fuck. There's so many people who just nonstop talk about SJWs. Yeah, I think I'm getting recommended some who are by this guy named Hypocrite. Hypocrite. But I saw one video, it was alright. It was kind of interesting because it was actually about this, I think I saw it last night, and it was about this female comedian who is a comedian, and she decided for one day to do her same bits, only she decided to make herself look like a man, and there wasn't a lot of like laughter or whatever, and she was kind of like came out and was like, oh my god, my jokes are funny, I shouldn't be a comedian, oh my god, even as a man they suck, you know, she was kind of freaking out. And I guess her husband or boyfriend or whatever the fuck was not helping by being like, oh, but they're great, honey, you're like the best, you're doing good, I mean, I was laughing. And it was like, that Baron guy's a real fucking piece of work. Says that we need to vote against gay marriage because most GWs. I kind of saw that, dude. Honestly, it's just like, I think I used to watch some of his shit. Some of it was alright, but it's just like, I mean, you can only like, there's only so much you can go against the SJWs, dude. There's only really so much you can just do consistent, video after video of just going after them. Or the left and start generalizing. Yeah, fuck Sargon. Fuck him, dude. I used to watch him and actually find a lot of his views interesting because, like, maybe like a year and a half ago to 2 years ago when I first started listening to him, I actually thought some of the points he had were interesting. And he didn't go super, you know, most JWs. What are your honest thoughts on Sargon at this point? At this point, I just think he is a... I really don't want to use this word unironically, but I'm going to anyway. Fuck it. I think he's like a cuck to the right. I really do. Like, he caters so much to the... I think he tried to join the UKIP party, and I think he got kicked out too, which was embarrassing and kind of funny, but I don't know. I don't know any UK politics that much. I'm not even going to try to decipher that. But he, like... He feels like I feel like he's like like he doesn't know what his identity is. Like he says he's like a liberalist or whatever the fuck he's like saying now. It's just like, dude, you're not gonna start a brand new like intellectual, you know, political philosophy like liberalist Like, what? It sounds like you're trying to be the most lib of them all, dude. Like, liberalist literally sounds like, I'm the most liberal, I'm the liberalist of the liberals, fuck yeah! It's just like, what? And you're not saying that. It's just like, huh? Have you seen the mainstream media smear the fuck out of Cortez? Yeah, and it's retarded. It's like from Sean Hannity's blatant, like, fail of a segment. I can't spell her name. Well, you spelled Cortez right. You spelled Cortez. It always feared me how whenever Sargon went on DP, the peasants would never call him out on his bullshit. Thank you. Like, I think I mentioned especially the other guests they had with Sargon. I think he had another guest with him. They were just really insufferable. And then the guys they had recently on Friday, I think, or whatever, they were really fucking insufferable. Like, one of them, like, was kind of at least, you know, borderline was apologetic and sympathetic to Anders Breivik, because saying, oh, he was killing communists is okay. Like, I don't even know which one was it, V or Warhammer motherfucker, who gives a shit. Like, it's just like, wow. Like, really? Like, European right wing is no different than the American right wing, and that's how they think. It would come to him sideways and ask what he thinks about climate change, but they wouldn't come out and fire a shot across his bow because there's fucking skepto hacks. Yeah, dude, I bet... What did V and the other guys say that was stupid? No, I just thought what he... One of them, I don't know which one, but one of them kind of had apologetics towards Anders Breivik. He slipped it in there. Like, it was really quick, and I caught it pretty quickly. And he's like... Because he was saying the people that... he shot up at, like, the camp was, like, some communist summer camp, so it was okay. It was just like, what the fuck, really? Just because they have a political ideology, granted you hate, whatever, I don't care, I'm not a communist either, but it's okay to suddenly just shoot a bunch of counselors and kids and shit because they're commies or whatever. It's like, whoa. Like, it was snuck in there. I don't think anyone really caught it, but I kind of, I saw it, I heard it. I think it was probably, like, the hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. I don't remember exactly where it was in there, but I forgot. I forgot exactly which specific segment it was, but I remember hearing that part. Amongst, like, their ideas on, like, you know, like, legalizing drugs will just cause more hypothetical violence and shit. It's just like, what? If Kyle Kalinske had gone DP and said that truck driving terrorist was okay because he ran out outriders, the skeptosphere would be calling him the rest advocating violence. Yeah, like, I mean, it's just, yeah, like, and luckily, Kyle doesn't say that, but, you know, it's that hypocrisy, like, oh, what if the right, oh, you know, they kind of did, I mean, it's like, there was the, you know, for some reason I was about to connect the Charlottesville thing to this, but it was just kind of the same thing. Which truck driving terrorist, and so, probably just any, honestly, like, but I think so. I mean, that happened in Toronto, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't know where these fucking terrorist acts happen anymore. There's so many that have happened this year. It's just like, how can you keep track? How can you keep track of all of it? But let's talk about the hypothetical incident. Oh, well, either way, yeah. I mean, in either instance, it's like, just be against terrorism in general. Like, don't be like, oh, it's kind of okay because, like, Anders, for example, fucking killed people because they may or may have not been commies, which I don't even think that was fucking true to begin with. I think he's just labeling people as a political label, because that's how they, you know, that's how they do their tactics at that point. At least when it comes to the right, they just like to put labels on fucking everything and call all the labels as such. I noticed Jordan Peterson does that a lot too. I checked out the Matt Dillahunty Jordan Peterson discussion, but then I saw Matt's video after the discussion. He did a after video discussion of it, and I just kind of, it's just like, man, he really does throw a lot of labels, I've noticed, especially towards atheists. Because I guess if you're a true atheist, I'd be reprehensible murder. So I guess I've committed a bunch of murders. So I should probably postmodernist nihilist, exactly. And funny enough, like, he's just a goof. Like, how can, like, if someone that were like Dillahunty were to just go in there and try to deconstruct his arguments and actually open them up, you kind of realize he's just, I mean, it really is just a lot of religious apologetics. I mean, more like more so towards Christianity apologetics, but I mean just as a whole really, because he calls his like metaphysical experiences in the metaphysical. Like he just assumes that that's just a thing. It's just like, okay, there's no full any actual evidence besides people's experiences. You can't really base anything off of personal experience. It's anecdotal, and you can at least get something. But it's just like, what? I've been watching Hugo Jake take part of modernist. Peterson's a postmodernist himself. Exactly. It's like these people are insecure about their own ideologies, so they just, smear other people, kind of either saying this ideology that, if you really look at it, is kind of what they believe in, just kind of spun a different way. I'm ashamed that my last name is Peterson. Don't worry. I mean, at least you're not the same Peterson. You're just not in the same bloodline. Religion has killed more people than any nationalism has. I mean, in a way, it's religion probably has caused a lot of nationalism because, I mean, look with the Catholics. I mean, well, not with the Catholics. I mean, look at least with Christianity in America. Well, I guess with the Catholics too a little bit. I mean, just any religion for the most part, especially in Islam now. Like, it's a religious fundamentalist idea. Then, at least with ISIS, when they had a caliphate, it was the nationalistic view. This caliphate must conquer the world. So, I mean, in a way, it ties together. It's not every time. I will say that. I'm honestly surprised that Sargon and Dave Rubin haven't converted to Christianity yet. I'm surprised too. I really am. Like, because I really, what got me hooked on Sargon was a lot of his criticisms, at least especially towards Islam, but just towards religion, kind of religion as a whole. And then when SJWism would rise, I mean, he was okay there too. But he does it so much, and he's gone so far with it, and so radical with that. It's just like, I can't fucking hang with this anymore. Like, you're calling people who are, like, democratic socialists or just social democrats who are fairly alright. But, yeah, that's what I think. Like, he still makes some good videos. Like, I still watch him occasionally, but he's just a fucking hack. And it's like, I can't, even with the videos that are decent or alright, it's just like, it's like, I can't take that for, it's full grant now. Like, I have to take a lot of that with some salt. Take that with a fat grain of Paul. That's what I have to do. Religion is naturally borderless. Well, yeah. I mean, it is. Though, at least with a lot of, especially in America, a lot of that religion starts tying in with nationalism or patriotism, or however you wish you want to call that. I wonder if, what Sargon and Rubin would say about Cortez. I'm surprised. Like, if Sargon made a video on Cortez and it was just like, oh, she's just this commie lefty, it's just like, okay, I'm done. I'm just like, I'll be like, not another Sargon video, just fuck you. I mean, you're just beyond retarded, and now you're just starting to, say stupid establishment hackery. But, Rubin, I stopped caring about that fucker a long time ago, so I would be curious what he has to say, but that would about be it. It's just like, what are you going to say? Is it going to be stupid? Because it's probably going to be stupid. But that'll probably be about it. Like, I mean, he's a goofball himself. I mean, they're both really goofy, and now, honestly, pretty goofy. I'm not exaggerating at all when I have much more respect for full-on alt-righters than the skeptics. At least the alt-right is honest about what they actually believe. That's true, yeah. I mean, I can at least respect them enough to be like, at least I know you are a racist / alt-rightist / pseudo-fascist piece of shit. At least I can respect your know that, instead of like this towing the line, don't know what you really are. You're just like, I don't know, I sympathize with them, but at the same time we must push them. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, what? Just pick something. Like, build your own idea. Like, fuck all the rest and just make your own. Like, if you are that confused, it's just like, at that point, it's just like, you might as well base an ideology based on your own self at that point, if you think everything else is shit. I'm generally shocked that Rogan has even challenged Rubin. He's become an alt-right ball washer lately. I mean, I saw him with Jordan Peterson. I couldn't watch the whole thing. I just was watching little bits they uploaded afterwards. And, oh my god, dude. The amount of just even like he didn't like Rogan just sat there and just listened for pretty much the entire time from every video I've been watching. Might maybe saying a little something just so he can keep rambling on. It's just like, come on, Rogan, challenge him. Come on. It's like, dude, like you're able to really get into deep discussions and challenge people when it counts, but it's just like there's a lot you could do right there. It's like it's Jordan Peterson. There's people challenging him. You should be one of them. It's just like, don't ball wash him so you can have him on again like 6 months later, and so all of his fans come in, you get more support. Just actually, like, if something's bullshit, just call it out, you know? I mean, it was really insufferable. I mean, there's only like one video out of all the bits I saw that I was like, okay, you know, I'll give Peterson that, but for the most part, it's just like, what the fuck is this? Like, what word salad are you constructing this time? Is there a little bit of kale in there with like a little bit of like bacon bits, or are you adding like fucking, you know, mangoes and coconut, you know, dashed up with like some romaine or some shit? I don't know. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? If you want to know, okay, there's a lot of comments I'm missing here. Ruben said we can do away with construction regulations because people can give him bad reviews on Yelp and Google. I've heard that, and honestly, I feel like I'm going to have to like do a video on Ruben just on some of the shit he said. Not just on him specifically, but just a lot what he talks about and just deconstruct it, because it's getting like that shit right there is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Religion is all about rights of a human being from birth to death, yet you never hear about them speaking out about cannibalism that exists on the African continent, or the exploitation or just starving children, and also just Catholics like to, at least the actual society, like the Vatican within it, and you know, the actual cardinals and shit and all that, they, you know, there's, you know, pedophile like secrecies going on with them and that shit, and also there's like, I mean, there's just a lot you can really, you know, they don't speak out against that you would think they actually would, because some of that shit says it right in their own books. If you want to do away with all regulations, why don't we go back to murdering people who screw us for minor things like cheating at cards? Yeah, just go back. Somalia, there you go. You got Somalia, you know, there's that. So if you want that, you can most definitely go there. I mean, I think that's the closest to an anarcho-capitalist society you're gonna get. And look where it got Somalia. There's warlords everywhere. I think everybody practically has an AK, and if they look at you the wrong way, you're dead. I mean, yeah. I mean, look where that got them. Unfortunately, I mean, there's a lot of other factors that got into it. But if you want to look at it in a technical way, I mean, Somalia might as well be an anarcho-capitalist society. There's anarchy, and warlords are taking advantage and capitalizing off it. So, there you go. There are armies of Milcons that worship Peterson. There are armies Milcons. Damn. There's just a lot of people that worship Peterson, honestly. It's pretty crazy. It's just like, okay, I can get if you agree with some of his shit politically, because there's a few things I do. I mean, despite a lot of my my criticisms with them, there are a few things, you know, sprinkled in there that I agree with, but it's just because it's like, oh, well, you know, you disagree with SJWs. Okay, I agree with that. You value free speech. All right, well, at least I agree with that premise. I don't know how far you go into it, but I agree with the premise, you know. I mean, there's things I do agree with them, but it's far and few in between. My aunt, who was in the army, said they were selling RPGs in the open air market in Somalia. Well, see, there you go. And our capitalist society, you get everything for you know, you can sell RPG. Like, hey, you want an RPG? I got some money. You reimburse me of some monetization. I can get you in this RPG. There you go. Here you go. You know, if something happens, I'm not liable. I mean, we're just benefiting, profiting off of, you know, we're just taking advantage of the markets, bro. It's the free market, bro. If you want an RPG, it's the free market, bro. Did you work today? Oh, no, it's my day off. Shapiro alert. No, that's not a Shapiro alert. That's like a commie alert. I thought Shapiro alert was when I get super lefty. I was getting super pseudo right there for a second, sir. Catholics love boy flesh. They do. I just wanted to say that because I missed that one comment out of all these. Spit to come out. Taking a hit with gum in your mouth tastes really weird. Plus, I chewed that for an hour. I was cleaning this whole fucking... I guess I worked today because I was cleaning the whole fucking house, but it's not really, like, working. That's just working. I love boy flesh that's over 18. Whoa. Whoa. There are people committing jihad outside with fireworks. Bob! I can't wait for the Boost Fest tomorrow. I mean, if they do this on the 4th, like they have the last few years, there should be like a big fat firework show at the night of the 4th of the Blues Fest, and that would be really cool to check out. It goes on for like 30 minutes. Do you mean boy ass? Uh-oh. How do we always stem in these conversations? No, I mean I eat boy flesh. Oh, so you're a cannibal? You're a cannibal, goes you are a cannibal. Long pork. That actually sounds really good right now, long pork. You know, I'm kidding. Sure you are, sir. Sure you are.
The all-seeing eye knows all things. The all-seeing eye knows all things, boy.
Well, more like all-seeing eyes, because there's no way. I saw we deploy a ploy to destroy that unemployed Malloy. Whoa. So we're just going to destroy Malloy here. You know, I just realized that in the show Brinkleberry that Daniel Tosh does, the little bear that he voices is also named Malloy. You should, okay, in honor of that, Joe, you should just totally find that bear and just make him your little icon. Just have the glorious little Malloy bear. I don't know how you feel, guys, about Brinkleberry, but I love that show. It's a pretty funny show. It's like absurd as fuck. Saw, listen, read any crazy right-wing bull. As of recently, not too recently, but I did see Ben Shapiro, of course, Ben Shit Piro, as I like to call him a lot, or Ben Cuck Piro. Great show, shouldn't have been canceled. Oh, that's what happened? Fuck, dude. Yeah, it should not have been canceled. At a certain point of Africa, it's incorporated into religion. Whoa. That is kind of true. Like cannibalistic ritual sacrifices and shit. Dude, live streams are so much more enjoyable when there's only a few people in chat. Yeah, wait until, like, when we get bigger enough, I am going to do, like, Patreon-only live streams like this, so there'll still be, like, that, so it'll still be, like, you know, fewer people. But, you know, I think for a while, there's, like, at most, you know, I think we'll get, like, I think when we start, you know, I'm expecting just the same amount of people that is always around when we, like, start the show at least, but, you know, for these streams, you know, I don't know. If we get more people, well, you know, it'll definitely be very interesting to see, you know, seeing what people are talking about. There'll be so many people saying so many different things, I won't be able to catch up at that point. I mean, but they are enjoyable. They are enjoyable. I think, like, a really good, like, you know, comfortable zone, at least for me right now, will probably be like 20. I mean, that'll be a lot of people, for me right now at least, but if we get going, that'll be like pretty comfortable, because I still feel like I'd be able to see what a lot of people are saying. Dude, what was the, oh yeah, but with Brinkle, yeah, there's just a lot of shows that are really good that get canceled, man. Like, at least that are new, because they try to go out of the box, or try to, you know, get a little edgy, but because I guess they're too edgy or some shit, they just don't allow it anymore. It's just like, man, you know, like, there's this one show that Paul's been watching called The Sopranos, and, man, I gotta see The Sopranos. Like, he is, like, so about The Sopranos, and he says, like, some of the best television was in The Sopranos. I heard Archer might be getting canceled. Really? Damn, dude. I haven't really watched Archer, I'll be honest, but I know it's on Hulu, so I'll probably be getting an opportunity to watch it at some point. Just fuck it, you know? I mean, I still watch, my dad just got big into Sopranos. Nice. Yeah. I know I won't be able to actually, like, watch it yet until I found out what my mom's fucking Amazon is, so I can just log in and just watch Amazon Prime and all that. Breaking Bad was some of the best television I've ever watched. See, I never got into Breaking Bad. I personally just never really got into it. Like, because at the time, I guess my big hype was The Walking Dead. I mean, not really much anymore. Not anymore, really. I haven't really gotten into much television, but Breaking Bad, like, my brother, my mom, like, a lot of people were fucking into it. And I'm just like, at the time, at least, I never understood it. But since it's, like, complete, the whole story's complete, all the season is done, I might just go ahead and just watch all through with it and just see how it is. I just got Twitter this week. Sweet. I think my Twitter's on the About page on my channel. You can add me on there. You can follow me. I haven't been on there in a while, but I'm gonna get back on there. See, Walking Dead was great for the first 3 or 4 seasons. I would say probably the 6 seasons where I dropped off. I would say it was really pretty good. I heard Fear the Walking Dead was good. I want to see that. From what I've heard, that sounds like what the show should have been about. Because that's what a lot of people have been saying. Like, this is how the show should have gone. And it's just like, holy shit. Like, I want to... Like, you know, if there was, like, Walking Dead spin-offs where they just did different stories throughout the different parts of the country or the world, now that would be cool as fuck. Like, I would be down with that. Like, have, like, a story from some dude from Portland, Oregon. Not saying I would maybe do that show. Just but, I mean, have, like, a group of survivors out in Washington or Oregon or some shit. Have some from California. Have some from Maine, you know? From what I've heard, they have killed off Carl. Really? Because my friend Tyler, TK, he fucking absolutely hates that character. And I think someone just came home. I'm hearing shit outside. But, digressing from that. But yeah, like, Carl, you know, I have somewhat of a love-hate relationship with that character. I mean, he's a kid, for one, so you kind of have to give him that. I mean, he doesn't know what he's really trying to fucking do in this apocalypse because he does, like, you know, this is like a sudden change from what he was used to growing up. And now being this kid in the zombie apocalypse, like, oh, fuck, you know, survival's now, like, he has to, like, try to tap into this shit. And this is where, like, the love-hate relationship comes in. It's like, because he makes really fucking stupid decisions, but there's times where, you know, he's kind of reconciles some of them and, you know, is trying to learn. And he's trying to understand this new way of life. Though there's times where it's just like, what the fuck are you doing, kid? His daddy has jungle fever, if you know what I mean. That kills my theory that the show ends with old man Carl telling the story of how he survived. Yeah, I wonder how they're going to end The Walking Dead. Because if they end it, I'll probably go from the beginning all the way to the end. Colored folk. Colored folks. But, yeah, I would love to see, like, I would love to see how they end it, honestly. Because there's so, like, I mean, there's a lot, there's times where they probably could have. But because it's gone on for so long. But there's probably, but at the same time, you can just, I would have been down to being a black chick. Hell, I would too. I'm totally open for that. I'm damn straight, yeah. Lay down some of that ebony. But yeah, like I think have you heard about the record temperatures in Oman? Oh yeah, that's fucked. It's because climate change. Yeah, that totally has nothing to do with climate change. It's just how it is. It's just how the Earth works. It's okay. You don't got anything to worry about. It's okay. It's okay. It's just how the Earth is. Those records are just fake, you know, news done by the liberal media. That's started by the environmentalist movement that the Nazis perpetrated at the beginning of the World War II. So it's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. It's just nothing. It's nothing. It was 100 degrees here today. See, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's okay. It's nothing. It's just nothing. It's just how the Earth is, you know? You girl alert. You girl alert. Felt like 107. See, it was 100 degrees here, but that's fair summer temperatures. You know, the humidity, you know, the peak at like 97, you know. That's okay. It's whatever. It's just the weather. It's just the weather. You know, climate, it goes over like thousands of years, not 100. You know, like 100 years, it's like, it's just weather, bro. It's just weather, bro. It's weather, bro. Weather. Yeah. Oman has like 107.5 degrees of fucking for 51 hours straight, and that's and climate ain't warming. There's no climate change going on. There's no human effect. You know, it's like fuck off. Like seriously, at this point, just make a mockery of this shit because all that is just fossil fuel bot propaganda bullshit. If you just look down into it and kind of go into it in my climate change ignorisms. For that one, I guess because it was a two-parter, doesn't have as many views, but I thought it went pretty in a lot of shit. Got pretty passionate in like the second one, I believe. The first one I did a little bit, but the second one I did a lot. But there's just a lot of kill time. I think that was it. It's like, what the fuck? This isn't it. And people are just like, nah. Because I did like 40 minutes of kill time for the second one and then like 20 minutes for the first. So, yeah. Meh. Happens. But I haven't done one in a while though, so I'll be sure to do one at some point. Maybe, well, I can't do it tomorrow because I'll be at the Blues Fest, but you know, maybe tonight later. Maybe a little bit later tonight because I just got my room all cleaned up because it was looking like a fucking awful piece of shit, horrible mess. And so I got it organized, cleaned out and shit, so I feel comfortable going back in there. So I'll at least have that. And what the fuck is going on out there? Just keep hearing a lot of movement, but don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm by myself and I don't know. I'm scared. Whoa. Well, derp. I guess my breathing... I need to just not breathe in my bowls, because now some of it, not a lot, just some, went all over my pants. Really? 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 What did I miss here? Bird broke down and bought Elder Scrolls Online and Homeworld Collection for 18 bucks. Dope. I was looking at a site today going over climate change and sea level changes. You know, you need a boat. Only mountain peaks are showing in Washington and Oregon. Hey, you guys are underwater. I know, bro. I know. Well, I know what 10 feet of water would do to Portland. The whole, you know, IPDX or XPDX. It's Portland International Import, and yeah, that's underwater. We would have no airport. We would lose the airport. It'll be gone. It'll be gone. And with 7 feet of water, the right runway that's the most closest to the river is gone, and a little bit of this one runway that crosses between them is a short one. The far end of it is gone. So it's just like, yeah, I don't know, like rising. Please tell me that Southern Alabama gets to drown. Yeah, I mean, there's like we're gonna have to do what the Netherlands is doing and start building like fucking seawalls or some shit. I just don't know. Sargon, upon being asked what he believes in climate change. You don't know, huh, Sargon? Well, hey, let me show you like 10 articles that is proving there's climate change happening. Do you not know now, buddy? Do you not know now, you fucking skeptic? Sargoy of Kakag. Fucking... what did you see? Like, he's just such a fucking hack, dude. Just like, how do you just not know? Like, if you don't know, look it up, bitch. Look it up. Like, fuck. Does he just not do any research on just like fucking SJWs or SJW communisms and liberal communisms? I'm British, so I have an opinion, and I'm a philosopher, and I'm British. It's just like, just good old Sargon, dude. Just good old fucking Sargon. Just doesn't fucking know about climate change, even though you can easily research it up. Supposedly is at least talks with Kyle occasionally, and or at least from what I know, should be given when the scientists say something. Listen, that's funny because I'll get into this. Hold on. Philly's not above sea level, but all the hoagie rolls and pretzels will float. Damn, dude. What about all the tomatoes, tomatino? Well, hey, Joe, you can use the hoagies and the pretzels as like little flotation devices then. So, scientists are 10 million times more qualified to talk about it than you. That's how I respond. That's how I respond as well. It's like, if you want to really know about all like the ins and outs of it, talk to a scientist, or at least read their papers that actually go in detail about it. You know, like I was actually like one of my classes had a someone who was a scientist who went not into specifically climate change, but I think his specifics was oceanography, and he's actually done like no, I'm wrong. I forgot his actual specific. Whoa, there's something going on. Well, I guess everyone's home, but anyway, and he actually has done like research out at the Barrow in Alaska, which is like the farthest most northern point, so we can see like what the temperatures are near the North Pole and shit. He's done expeditions in Antarctica. He's done a lot of cool shit like that. So he actually has an understanding of what the fuck he's talking about. So I had a class with him. So I, from the research I have learned, can at least have a basic understanding of it, because I've had a global climate change class, and I get because he does like oceanography and all that stuff. He actually gets into it and actually gets to learn about it and know about it firsthand. And I get to learn it from his firsthand experience. And actually, we all had this thing where we had to kind of do like climate in the news, and we had to represent it to that entire class. And I did, and switch to live chat. It's still on there, good stuff. Cookie, if you get the reference. They don't want you to talk to a scientist. They're lying and making them pissed. Cookie, if you get the reference. They don't want to talk to a scientist. They lying and making them pissed. I do not get that reference right now, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But anyway, digressing or regressing back to what I was saying. So what I did was I pulled these ICP. Oh, okay, ICP. Ignore how long till our society collapses. Imagine what kind of fucked up world our children will grow up in. Holding that thought here for a second. So, I'm just gonna finish this really quick. So, so what I did was I pulled one of Kyle Kalinski's videos, and then I just pulled the article. So, I pulled up the article first, and I was like, okay, so here's what it's talking about. And I think it was talking about like temperatures are so hot in Alaska that algorithms can't keep up. And my teacher actually was there when that was going on, when he wasn't doing classes and stuff in between terms. So he actually was able to offer his own input into it too. I kind of forgot a little bit of it right now. I can't quite all remember everything. But he was essentially confirming what the article was saying, though. And then I also pulled up the video of Kyle, so I showed everybody Kyle Secular Talk. So I felt good shilling big seltzer content. You gotta push the big seltzer narrative. You know what I mean? So, and I also mentioned that there was just another article linking, just kind of confirmed that this global world is rising, because even Australia's bats are fucking, their brains are boiling inside, you know, because it's getting so fucking hot. It's just like, yeah, climate change is a fucking thing. Like, if anyone just still seriously denies it, it's just like, then you're just either ignorant or just stupid. Probably both. Shill big seltzer. Damn straight. So, how long till our society collapses? Honestly, that's, for me, I really don't know, because, I mean, let me try to think of the most realistic answer, I think. I would say probably, depending on the scenario, like, if something were to go down, like, in, like, a war of Russia or some shit, like in 2019, 2020 or something, I would probably say maybe in 2025. But if nothing like that were to happen, and let's say it was a climate change effect, I would probably say maybe 50 to 70, maybe 80 years tops, because by 2100, most of the Middle East is going to be uninhabitable, but we're going to be feeling the effects way before that. Like, people are going to be, like, because while that's happening, you know, there's going to be less places that are going to be habitable until it's entirely uninhabitable. There's going to be wars over water, you know. It just really depends on, like, where you look at, where you kind of think where the fallout really is going to start. And if it's political, I would probably say maybe 2025, 2030, depending on how that goes. But if not that, and we
don't have time to deal with you on the counter.
Oh, Bandit. Yes, let him be with me. Harassing everyone with food. Society tends to adapt and something new arises, even for the worse. That's true, yeah. Like, whatever comes out, I mean, technology is going to be back a couple of decades, but, it's, you know, society will eventually try to recover from the ashes that we've built off for them. I mean, we're doing that now already. Before you know it, we'll be wearing environmental suits just to go outside. Hey, Bill! Nice hot weather we're having! I'm glad I'm not on Venus! How you doing, Jim? I'm doing pretty good. It's just like, what the fuck? Oh, God. Yeah, there's gonna be places where that's happening, because we're already wearing, like, surgical masks to protect ourselves from fucking shit, and that ain't even working. Like, it's just like, yeah, wait until that happens, then society's just fucked. Unless we're all just like, well, this is how we live, and now we can really do anything we want, because now we have these protective suits. That's for sex, lol. Oh. Oh, so you have environmental suit fetishes, okay. Ooh, I see how it is. I see how it is. Or, like, astronaut fetish, I don't know. Because I might as well be wearing, like, fat astronaut suits at that point with, like, a super big, like, oxygen tank or some shit. Have you ever seen those photos of Beijing where everyone's wearing masks and thick with pollution? Yeah, I have, because that's what I was talking about. Because it's already happening, because look at fucking China and shit. I mean, they're doing it already in places like, I don't know how bad it is in LA anymore, but I heard that used to be really bad and people had to do it there. Like, it's just like, fuck, no more physical touch. Yeah, yep, we're just gonna have straight up just suits to wear. Like, or it's like human suits instead of fursuits. It's like environmental suits instead of that. It's like they're adapting off of our ideas. How fucking dare they? Fucking adapting off our ideas. I wish mankind would just maintain the Earth. We would at least keep our homeworld beautiful. The rest of the universe can be our dump. Well, I mean, then we can't go out into space, because with all the space junk orbiting the Earth, eventually there's going to be a point where you can't leave because there's space junk that's just going to fuck up the ship, or it's going to, like, explode or something. Like, I mean, like, we get, there's, you know, there has to be so many different better ways to deal with trash and shit, and there is a lot of ways for at least here, but, like, what are we going to do with the space junk that we got, you know? It's like, what the fuck are we doing with that? Like, how are we going to fix that? Like, I don't think there's any... Load rockets up with the trash and launch them towards the sun. Problem solved. There you go. See, I'm okay with that. Like, I don't think there's any... Like, how many things get thrown inside the sun, and how many things just eviscerate before they even hit the sun, or even get close, because of how fucking hot that thing is? Like, I mean, just throw shit at the sun. That would work. Just don't have, like, a literal nuke go over there. Just, like, throw anything over there. That, like, a little bit of, like, plastic melting and vaporizing away before it gets, like, 100 kilometers of the sun is not going to be a problem for anything. Like, I'd much rather have that happen. Like, let's just seriously load, like, a Falcon 9 and just, like, have it with a fat-ass canister of just trash and shit, and just launch it out there. Just enough fuel just to at least get it towards the sun, because you don't need a lot, because the gravity is just going to pull it in anyway, you know? You just need at least enough to get it that way. Just send it towards the sun and call it good. That's all you need. Has the sun reached its peak? You meowful little bastard. But, has the sun reached its peak? I don't think so. It's pretty, out of all the suns, ours is relatively young from what I know. It'll melt long before 100 kilometers. It'll melt within a few hundred kilometers. Well, yeah. I mean, shit will just start eviscerating and, like, burst into flames before it even gets near the sun. That's what I mean. It'll run out of hydrogen in a few billion years. I think around 6 billion or, like, 5.7 billion, something like that. long before we were ever still on this planet. The sun has 4.8 billion years left before it dies. See, I heard 5.8 billion or like 6 billion. So either or, that's like still way fuck beyond our timelines. Like, we don't got to worry about anything going with our sun. I mean, if humans still exist at that time, then we better as fuck better like be like a multi-planet species, or else we're just done. Like, but by that time, if we're still here, then yeah, by that point, like billions of years, yeah, we should be multi-planet species. Like within it, if we're still around, even by like 1,000 years, I would say. Humanity will be long extinct by then. Well, that's what I mean. If. It's a hypothetical if we make it that long, which I doubt. Species have never survived for like billions of years. Like, it always fluctuates. There'll be probably something just as sentient as us that, like, evolves beyond us and shit. Who knows? Man, there's nothing cooler than listening to the Voyager planet recordings while it's high. Damn straight, dude. I love listening to it. Sun is a yellow dwarf, which is relatively long-lived. Yeah, so, but from what I've heard, it's relatively young for its age right now. But, I don't know. I think our solar system in general, I think, is relatively young compared to the rest of the galaxy. Is it?
Well, we're middle-aged.
Middle-aged?
For what we are.
For what we are, okay. Middle-aged, so...
There's girls.
Cockroaches, Trump, and Hannity will still be here. Damn, because they're cockroaches, I love it. There aren't really sounds because they're just radio waves bouncing off the planets that are picked by a Voyager and Cassini-Huygens plasma wave antennas. Yeah, I mean, they're technically not sounds, but I wonder what they literally sound like on the inside. So Bandit doesn't eat it.
There you go, Carl.
And then convert it to sounds. Yeah, I want to know what they actually literally sound like.
Get your own food.
Go over there, Bandit.
Oh, sorry.
You're barred from here now. Negroes will still be here. They use white people as meat shields. We will protect us with the shade. We'll protect the white people with shade. It's like what's happening. But they probably just sound like storms. But yeah, but those storms are like 40 times more severe than ours, so they're probably like the worst storms ever. Not only convert to sounds, but either sped up or slow down to the point where the frequencies are within audio range of hearing. Damn. So, who knows, literally. It's like a literal who knows. I mean, I would just love to, like, see these, like, planets, like, going around them. Like, I'm on, like, one of their moons or something. That would be cool. Just, like, be, like, one of the first, like, dudes on Europa or Titan or some shit to check it out. And then be like, whoa, look at Saturn's right there. See all the rings and shit? Honestly, the closest planet is Uranus. Uranus? But I think that meant to be Uranus. It's just a pale blue featureless disk. Looks unnatural. Well, if I remember right, isn't Uranus like a blue gassy, like hydrogen ball? It's that or Neptune. It's one of the two. But those are the only planets I have yet to see. It's an ice giant. All right. Yeah, I knew one of them. I think I knew one of them was. I think one of them's. If I remember right, I don't remember honestly. I'm just trying to see if I remember right. I know one of them's like an ice giant. The other one's like a hydrogen ice ball or something like that. Whoa, there's fireworks going on. Oh, I'm scared off the cat. It's just like fuck that. Both Uranus are mostly gas of an icy core. Okay, so all right, so I'm kind of right for the most part. For just both, they're just both gas ice giants. Pretty sure Uranus is brown. Hey, I see what you did there. I see what you're doing, NASA. Yeah, but the only planets I need to see right now is Neptune and Uranus. I've seen Saturn, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, because that's a bright-ass fucking thing out there over there. It's somewhere in that general vicinity if I were to bring it out. And, like, I mean, in the last stream, like, at the very near end when we're at that river, I mean, you see it pop out, like, in midday. I mean, which shows how bright. I'll show you my anus. Ugh. Sir. Sir! What the? Sir! No! I do not consent! I do not consent to such blasphemy! Shame! Oh, shame! Oh, how dare you! Neptune can be scarcely be seen by his telescope, but I've seen it. Alright, so, yeah, like, I've seen Saturn, and the only Uranus is this little pale blue disc. Huh, okay. Yeah, cause I know cause when I've seen Saturn, what the fuck? Goddamn mosquito. Yeah, cause I've seen, Saturn, and, saw that probably like a week ago. And, I know it's big and a little smaller than Jupiter, but it was still fairly large within the telescope. And I'm sure Neptune, because those planets are even like farther out. They're like, it's not like within these like general distances. These are like out there. Ugh, man, I got back. Ooh, love it when I feel good pop. I need you to sit up straight, bucko. Just need to sit up straight. Fucking hell. Clean your room, Ignar. Good thing I did. Good thing I don't need Jordan Peterson telling me that. Because I can just do it myself. And holy shit. That thing was just like fuming off like just like a fucking fountain. It's like, what the hell? Like, don't stop. It's like, that's smoke I could be smoking. It's not the other way around. Stop it. Shame. Shame on you, lighter. For not lighting the board correctly. I guess I lit it too fast because I couldn't get it all. I guess that's what's happening. Damn. Yeah. I actually am getting a new mattress too. I need to get another one because the other one's just getting so fucked. It's like, okay, I just need another one. Just need like a new set of shit. So, like, my room's just so fucked up. And I got boxes in there and shit. Tomatoes. Tomatinhos. Oh, I love having all the tomatinhos gathered around for a good old meeting. A good old meeting of the tomatinhos. This is like our millionth tomatinho meeting. We should do a reverse whatever it was to Michael Jackson to ignore. Make him black. Make me a black long-ass blonde dude. Okay, that is going to work. Joseph Tomatino. I think he left. He did not. Because he replied to you with a Tomatino. He got you a Tomatino. A Tomatino for. I just don't eat them. I just praise them. I praise them as gods. That's what I do. That is what I do. I praise them like gods. I praise the Tomatinos like gods. And I am out of juice. Actually, I think I'll go grab some more juice really quick. Now I'll just be right back in this one very second. Sit right here. In fact, I will give you the all-seeing eye. You'll not win, Carlo. Give up. Oh. I don't know what contest is going on here. But you heard him, Carl. You're not gonna win.
Because the all-seeing eye knows that.
The tomato war will never end. It is the tomato wars. It is the great tomato civil war. No. The tomato civil war. How did we delve into this? Is it the way we praise or scenario? A scenario already. There we go. There you go. Carl, Joe, and me will make love to your butthole. No, you won't. Las corderas de las tomataris. Yes. Praise the tomat. I wish I could be just spamming you with tomats, but I can't. Anyway, get more juice. Let's go, my dear, la la la, I'm done. Oh, la la. Good. Alright, what is going on? What type of roleplay is going on in here? What type of dirty roleplay are we making? No, I have respect. Carl and Joe will double team ignore. Whoa. Whoa. Hold up now. Ain't nothing going on with double teaming here. Nah, nah, fam. What's the difference between men and women? Women have an extra hole. Nigga play. Wow. This got really tistic really quick. The tism has spread. Honestly, I kind of can't wait until there's a lot more people, so there's just random... Well, that's an inappropriate Mr. Peterson. That is inappropriate Mr. Peterson. But I can't wait till there's, like, more people. I have actual autism. So do I. So do I. I indeed as well. I think I've gone in a couple of stories of, like, or at least kind of background of, like, my elementary school, middle school years and shit, where I had, like, a little extra, like, I had an extra class that helped out with people with social developmental issues like I had, which helped, you know, kind of make me more social and more natural as I am now. So, you know, I didn't have any in high school because they didn't see the need for me anymore at that point. So, that's good. That was good. I declare it's okay to make fun of the autistic as long as they're not being bullied. That's what I say at this point. Yeah. Like, I say it as, like, literally anyone who watches DP is most certainly autistic in one way or another. Yeah, because it is a big spectrum. Like, if you want to get specific, I'm, like, on the Asperger's part of the spectrum. But it's really, like, really, really minimal at this point. Like, if I never developed from, like, 6th grade on, maybe besides in, like, maturity or some shit, then maybe. Like, if I was just, like, some weird social dork like I was then, oh, most certainly I probably, you know, would be mild or severe mild or some shit. But for the most part, even then, it wasn't really that bad. Now, the ganjawanas helps me with a lot of that. Just mostly with I'm on the Asperger side of the spectrum as well. I'm still a weird social dork. Oh, I mean, it doesn't, like, just because, I mean, I'm better at it, don't mean I'm still a dork. Like, you know, I'm not really good with starting conversations usually, but for the most part, I can, you know, handle myself and talking to other people. I mean, sometimes I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. You know, I just don't say much, but I can, you know, for the most part, I can handle, you know, having a decent conversation now. I mean, it just kind of depends on, like, the person usually. Like, I mean, I usually get mad I usually make people mad every time I open my mouth. Well, I mean, I try, like, that's kind of why I'm a little bit more reserved in public, just because, like, I'm trying not to, like, piss anyone off, because, you know, it's not my intention. I'm really chill, and I try to be a chill-ass motherfucker, but, and I try to, you know, show that, hey, you know, it's just me, you know, I'm just a cool dude, and, you know, I'm just, like, last thing I want to do is just start shit with people, so just, why bother trying to deal with that, so, yeah, I mean, because everyone I've at least talked to, you know, says that I'm really chill and very friendly person and outgoing. So, I at least, you know, have something going for me. Same. I'd rather not annoy people in public. Yeah. Like, if I'm just going to the store or whatever, usually I'm just sticking to myself. I'm not there to talk with people and shit. I mean, if I see someone, that cool off, just, oh shit, there's about to be some tension in this chat. Oh shit, I might have to just break it up. The Holy Wrench Warriors are getting contentious. But yeah, like whenever if I'm like just doing my own thing, like going to the store or some shit, I just try to keep myself. If I see someone I know, I'll be like, hey, what's up? But never usually try to go in a very long conversation or anything. Used to be super friendly until my best friend stuck a metaphorical knife in my back. Oh yeah, I mean I used to be a lot more. The tomato crusades are justified. And then he just unleashes on you, dude. He unleashes upon you. He just dropped like a bucket of tomatillos on you. But yeah, like, I mean, I kind of am somewhat the same way. Like, I used to be a lot more of a trustworthy person, at least. Like, I used to be very trusting of people. Until, my friend, I'm sure you could probably guess who he is at this point if you've seen, my streams long enough. I'm waiting for, this whole little chunk of comments that I'm seeing here. I'm waiting for that to be nothing but tomatillos, because Carl unleashed the horde, dude. Oh, well, he unleashed that. Yeah, Carl knows what's up. So, yeah, like, I mean, he took, like, some fucking, like, sex toys of mine, which is fucking weird enough, and threw them out, which for one, I kind of doubt a little bit. I have a slight doubt. But at the same time, with how he is, he probably actually did. So, my best friend stole $800 that I saved up over the course of a year to buy a pound of dank. Holy fuck. For meth? Oh my god. Damn. That's just awful, dude. Why does everything just resort to meth in the South? Like, does everything just lead, like, it's like the final core of everything in, like, especially Alabama, but the South as in general just lead to fucking meth? Like, holy shit, dude. Like, everything's about meth down there. Fuck. Nothing to do down here but to smoke meth. Fuck. I guess so. I mean, there's nothing to do here besides just smoke weed or, drink a lot. I mean, there's a lot of craft brews here. But, yeah, with my friend, like, or at least my more or less formal friend at this point, I mean, and also, since now you guys have a little bit of first experience, hanging around him, because I did that stream last time, I kind of did a little bit just so you guys can get an idea. I did that a little bit purposely. And, yeah, you can kind of see where we think he's always fucking right when he's not. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the situation is, all the friends decided they wanted to throw some balls throw a football on Side Beach yesterday. This was on stream. Did you take your butt plug? That's horrible. No, he didn't. Was LA in the stream last night? I didn't, like, try to put him on there, on my stream, but he was there. And he brought his football along. And we were all, and Harley was like, let's get out away from the fucking river. I'm pretty sure you guys can audibly hear him say it. And Stefan, our other friend, threw it a little too far and landed in the river. And they all started trying to get it. And then you could kind of see where it all kind of went to shit. And then I'm just like, well, fuck. It's a ball. And then he just straight up runs in there. It's just like, well, okay then. It's alright then. It's just like, I mean, I couldn't get in the water because they kind of kidnapped me and I was just dressed, because I got these new shoulder boards and shit, so I was like, hey, I like these. I want to, get the whole gig up and see what it looks like. So, and then they came out of nowhere while I was just cleaning the house and shit after that. And it's just like, okay, well, I'm going to Riverside with them. I was going to do a stream later anyway. So, I'm doing it there. And that was cool. I mean, besides that situation, besides that unpleasant individual situation with a football in the river, it wasn't too bad. I mean, we saw a bridge that was really crazy as fuck. I think that was my highlight. checking out the bridge and all the artwork on the side, vandalism and shit. But screaming out, la 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 lesbian. I have my friends and shit. Friends and acquaintance, I would like to say now. But, But yeah, I mean, I wish the Manatee episode was about Brett. I mean, honestly, it was a pretty good show. I saw the whole thing afterwards later, and I liked it. It was pretty funny. It was a really good bait and switch. I loved it. But I never knew they would do that. Oh, I kind of have a suspicion. Like, I saw the Manatee, then they started getting into, like, I kind of showed up like 8 minutes after the show. And I'm like, this isn't about the Manatee. It's about the manatees. The manatees. Just the manatee as the animal. It's just like, got him. I knew it was going to be a troll. Oh, yeah, dude. And they're like, what are you talking about? Mac and cheese? What? Mac and cheese? What are you saying? That's just something to contrast that beautiful manatee. I mean, we got some shades on there, you know. He's looking like a nice little manatee to join his time, you know. And, you know, in the yellow, in his little, you know, squiggly, weird, acid-tripping yellow background that kind of looks like mac and cheese. But, oh, now that you say it, I kind of see it. It does look like mac and cheese, yeah. Huh, I wonder what the coincidence is. I wonder. It was fucking great, though. It didn't fucking TJ's, like, talked about some dude named Brett, but obviously wasn't Brett King, but he really extended that. Brett! And it was like, oh. It's just like, oh, they might. Nope. I mean, though, I think at the same time, this also proves they're literally not going to do Bret Hart. Yeah, I forgot his last name, but yeah, there's like Bret Hart, everybody. And it's just like, oh. But I feel like at the same time, while it was a great troll, I feel like at the same time, it's a message. It's a little bit of a message to the chat there for a second. You know, or at least the followers and the fans. It's just like, I mean, one, they can fuck with him whenever they want. And two, they're not doing fucking Brett King. Like, I think Paul's banned people for fucking mentioning the manatee. I mean, TJ's, like, has countlessly, it's like, what the fuck do you want me to say? It's like, I've said everything over the course of 4 years. Like, what? The Burger King. Yep. I'm sure if someone gave him enough money, they would do it. Pretty begrudgingly, but, I mean, if enough money. I mean, who knows? I mean, I honestly can't predict if they really would or not, but that's just my theory. I feel like that's just them actually genuinely saying we're fucking done. We're like, this is, like, if this troll doesn't say we're not doing Brett King, then nothing will to you. I like that. It seems like what their message was, at least in my idea. Or at least how I interpret it, the whole message theme there. That was really cool. I mean, I learned some shit about manatees, though. Like, there's some things about manatees I did not know about there. And I was like, hey, that's cool, manatee. It's cool about the manatees. It was pretty funny, honestly. I was laughing most of the way through. That was just great. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It was just generally great. If a millionaire donor showed up and gave him a few hundred K to do it, I'm sure they would. Oh, fuck. What is this nonsense? God damn it. Hold on. Hold up. God, what the fuck? Okay. This might pause for a second if I do something here. Hold on. Okay, that works. That worked. All right, nothing happened, but I heard what that buzz was, what that buzz sounds like in one of my streams afterwards, and I realized how fucking awful that is, and I do apologize. I'm just like, oh my god, it just sounds like I just stuck a vibrator inside a microphone. It's just like, whoa, what did I do? Why did I do this to my peoples? I let it go on thinking it's just like this little bzzz, and I'm just like, it's nothing. Well, that's just syntax, but just wondering if I'm at home, and I indeed am. But I am just right here. So, actually, since I was thinking about doing an ignorism, I could prep up for that. Make sure people know I'm fucking here, too. Let my phone charge up a little bit so I can actually do that one, too. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll go on for a couple more minutes here. And then I'll set an outro out. Then we'll possibly do an ignorism tonight. Go in my room, watch a few interesting videos, get into an idea. I've had some save. I have a little list of them in my head right now, and I got little things going on in my head. I don't know if which one I kind of want to get into the subjects, but I think I'll make sure the subject is good and interesting. I'll make sure it's a nice and interesting good. Are ignorisms live? Of course they are. Everything I'm doing right now is just live at the moment, so yeah. I mean, ignorisms will be live. I mean, if you miss them, it's nothing. I mean, you're just mainly probably will miss like a big point before I go into other ones. You should review Binkov's Cold War going to hot series on stream. I think I'll do that, but I don't know if that's something for ignorism. But I think that'll be really cool just to check out in any stream. So I've checked out the channel, but I haven't saved any of my little videos for stream. This is my little playlist that I save up for myself and check out videos to do on stream. So I have a little thing to watch. So yeah, though I'll put a couple videos I find really, really cool and interesting, especially on there, and go into it, because that it's pretty cool shit. I have to say, it's pretty cool. Binkov's Cold War. I don't know which video I'll want to, but the series in order is naval, air, then land. Yeah, I think I'll probably do the land one, because I'm kind of really curious about that. So I might pull that aside, check that out, and then do it from there.
Andrew?
I'm here.
Can you come here for a minute?
Yeah, hold on. Dox Andrew. Yep, I've been doxed now. No one knows my last name, though, so... Whoa! Anyway. Andrew Smythe. Nope. Nope. I don't even know what that last one was trying to... Was that supposed to be a last name? Because I don't think it was. But... Nice try, though. Nice try. Anyway, though, I think... Andrew Clythe? No. No. I can let you keep guessing. It's kind of funny. Let's see if you can. Even if it's right, I'm probably not going to say no, or probably going to say no anyway. Fitzgerald, no. Delythe. Man, if my name was Delythe or Slythe or Smithy, I would just on that alone, my existence would just feel like negative. Andrew Alythe. I'll give you a hint. You're going around the letter that... It's like the letter you haven't hit yet. But... Hitler? Nope. Though there is a kid that was named Adolf Hitler by this neo-Nazi fuck who got child protective services in court and shit. Blorith. Okay, maybe that might be my last name. But, that doesn't matter. I mean, TJ Kirkus is his real name, so it's whatever. I mean, if you look that shit up, online, you're not gonna find much. You might find my old ass Facebook, 5 Facebooks, and none of them I ever use anymore. So you can see what I've done on 5 of them. That's about it. I don't know what else you could plausibly find. I knew it when you showed your mom's business sign. Haha. Oh yeah, because that is up there. That is true. That is true. Okay. Well, okay. Well, meh. Whatever. I'll have to figure out a way to move the sign then, because when there's more and more people in here, eventually, that's technically in a way kind of. I mean, that used to be your actual business. She used to have a website and everything, and I don't know if it's still up there, but you can eventually, you can pinpoint shit down from there. But I shouldn't be saying how to do that. Anyway, I'll be doing ignorism later tonight. I don't know on what yet, but I do need to let my phone charge so I can have more battery power to go longer on that. Had a huge blob of resin on my pipe, bigger than a hole in the end of the pipe. Oh, it took forever to get out. I know that feeling, dude. I know that feeling. Like, sometimes it's like therapy to like clean resin out, even if it's just like not to smoke it, just to clean it out. Like, and you get like these fat fucking chunks. It's like, damn, that was nice to get out. But yeah, I usually smoke them. Then I smoke it. Yeah, that's usually what I do. And best, oh, I got hiccups also. But the best thing is, they last a while. Ah, man, hiccups get hit me. Because I can't find bud. That's a shame, man. Man, like, isn't there like a neighboring state that's at least medical? Well, I guess you can't really do anything about that. But I don't know. You could probably find like a hookup across the state or something. I don't know. Like make like a fat trip plan it out. But who knows? I mean, I don't know how you. I don't know any. I have no recollection of where you can find a dealer in your area. But you're just gonna have to do a little hunt. Just suspect who you think might or might not do it. But it seems like most people are just into meth there, but that's unfortunate, but oh well. Anyway, I'll have an ignorism tonight. Yeah. Alabama has some of the harshest laws. I thought Texas would have, but I think the whole South just has really awful laws there. Harsh laws, at least. If I get caught, it's automatic 5 years. Oh my god, dude, that's terrible. You shouldn't even be convicted or fined for that. Like, seriously, that's ridiculous, but what can the fuck you do? You can only just wait in due time. Hopefully it gets all legalized, which I think it will. It is. I don't think it will. It will. It just will. I mean, Canada already did it. Half of this fucking country is already legalized in some way or another. Medical or recreational. And Oklahoma, medically, it might as well be recreational because, you know, you don't, like, the doctor's basically like, yeah, if you need it, fine, you know, okay, that's good. Yeah, do you have back pain? There you go. Like, they're going the California way of doing it. They're just like, hey, here's how you get a medical card. List off at least 3 things. All right, so what's your 3 things? Here's a list of things you can say. It's just like, well, sweet. But anyway, I'll have ignorism tonight. I don't know what it'll be on, but I got ideas. I got some ideas because I've been plotting them, thinking about them in my head. So I'm sure I'll let you guys continue on chatting there, having some fun. But of course, I will be returning tonight. So peace out and enjoy your cheap booty holes there and your cheap sisters and all that good stuff. Because giggity.